Hello, everyone, and welcome. I know a lot of you were incredibly surprised to see who I would have on my panel. So let me put out just a little thank you for everyone joining me today. And I would like to let everyone know that I am in no way associated with the events that we are going to discuss, nor am I on Dee's side or anyone else's side. I am simply here as a neutral intermediary, and I will be asking some questions. I do ask that everyone try and stay as respectful as possible in the chat so that the talk doesn't get derailed. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them. And if they're legitimate questions, I will make sure to relay the question. Dee will not be paying attention to the chat. Only I will, and my wrenches will. And when you guys are ready, we're going to go ahead and start now. Dee came to a couple of people asking to be heard, and it eventually got to me. In this chat, we are not going to name names. We're going to get straight to the facts. So it eventually came to me, and I said that I would take it on, mainly because I have no dog in this fight, and I you know um, I don't care whether she's lying or not. But I'm going to try to get to the truth. And Dee understands that I have several questions that I'm going to be asking her. And she also understands that she needs to be as truthful as she possibly can. Okay. So, no, Amber, I was not around, which is why I'm doing it, because I can do this without emotion. I can do it without, uh, because I wasn't involved or hurt. So, I was asked to do it. Okay. So, everyone's here. Hi, Uber. Hi, Iridium, Tilly. And thank you for taking a wrench, Diane. And let's get this started. Well, Amber, we're gonna try, okay? All right, Dee, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. Now, Dee has promised me that she is here to clear her name. She is going to say where she has lied, and she is going to say where she has told the truth. I do have her medical records. I do see what she has, and I have questioned her on several items. So, hi, B. Hi, Sugar. I understand, Elf, but it needed to be done. It was supposed to be done sometime last week, but things got out of hand and we had to reschedule it. So this is going to be short and sweet, and we're going to get done with it. Alrighty. Let's start with the first question of what kind of cancer do you have?
I have I've been very vague about this in the past, so I have soft tissue sarcoma. I am on the end stages of stage 2.
Okay. Amber, thank you. Are you still there, Dee?
I am here.
Okay. So she has soft cell sarcoma on the end stage of 2, kind of teetering on the edge of stage 3. Now I have seen her medical records, and this is what her medical records indicate. Her big ticket items, I also asked her about they were put through the Medicare Medicaid auditing system. And Dee, when will your Medicaid and Medicare kick in, and why has it not kicked in yet?
My Medicare will kick in October of this year, and it has not kicked in yet because due to disability policy, you cannot receive Medicare until you've been on disability for 2 years.
Okay. Now, everyone, you are free to look into this and check into this as much as you want. And like I told Dee, it is up to you guys whether you believe her or not. She understands this. She understands that that it is not her decision whether or not you guys believe her. It is all up to every single one of you. Okay, the next question is, why did you cover your hair? Was it for the illusion that you were sicker than you were, or what?
No, it was not an illusion. I've in my videos stated that I covered my hair for 2 reasons. One, because it is falling out and I do not want it see it all over the house. I do not want it in my food. I do not want to visually see it. It's heartbreaking to watch it come out. And two, it is easier put up. And I very did a video with my hair down and flat, straight. So I showed people that this was my hair.
Mhm. Okay. Now remember, like I said, I was going to ask you these questions, so just take a moment and breathe, okay?
Uh huh.
All right. Now let's move on to the feeding tube. Okay.
Okay.
Now, I am under the impression, anyone can correct me if they want, that hi Angie. Okay, so Paige says that she has the same issue with Medicaid and Medicare, and you are correct because she is on disability. Okay, so that's good.
Thank you,
All
babe.
right, we're on the right track. Okay, so let's stay there. All right, with your gastric bypass surgery, I have heard, and you can feel free to correct me, that something went wrong, and you eventually needed to have a feeding tube. Is that correct? Due to gastric bypass complications.
Kind of, sort of, yes.
Can you explain?
It started out that I did have complications due to the 17 uh, emergency surgeries that I had to have. But because of those surgeries, I developed gastroparesis, and that is why I have to have the feeding tube.
Okay, thank you. Um, so when it was offered for someone to, and like I said, I wasn't there. Anyone in the chat, or you can feel free to correct me. I'm sure someone will. It was offered that someone would just buy the fluid for you, or the shakes, or whatever they put in there for you, the formula. I'm sorry. Why did you turn that down?
I don't recall anyone offering me anything. I do recall someone offering me a formula brand that I cannot take, and I
Okay,
did turn that down because I'm only on what my doctor prescribes. I mean, I can't change it.
right. I mean, I understand that. I understand that. Like I said, you're giving what you are calling your truth, and I'm saying it like that because I don't know, because I'm not in your head, and it's up to everyone else to understand. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
not understand, but to decide whether or not they want to believe.
Thank
Okay, so I have seen the PayPal investigation. Yes, so Punky says this is direct from the SSA site. Everyone eligible for Social Security disability is also eligible for Medicare after a 24-month qualifying period. And on her medical records, she did the medical records does say that in February of 2017, she went through an audit through the Medicare and Medicaid system. It's called the HC, or the H, I have it written down somewhere. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, the CMS HCC, which is the Center for Medicare and Hierarchical Condition Category, which is an auditing system for Medicare and Medicaid to determine the eligibility. Okay, so she did go through that in 2017. I saw that on the medical records, and and that's up to her if she wants to show it to anyone else. So you okay?
Yes, I am. I'm sorry. I had to plug my phone in.
Okay. So can you tell us exactly, with the donations that you did receive, what you did with those donations? Because
Okay.
people like to know where their money went.
All right. The first $300 that I received was purchased formula. I did send those pictures to a certain person. The second set of formula did not get purchased because when this started with the PayPal investigation, that money immediately got frozen, and it's still sitting there waiting for, well, it's not still sitting there. I'm sorry. It was sitting there waiting for PayPal to finish their investigation. Once that was done, the money was unfrozen for me.
And what, and because people are very upset about that issue, can you tell the people what you spent the money on? She has not told me, so this is not a setup question. So if you don't mind, could you explain a little bit of what you did with the money?
Which money?
Whatever money that was unfrozen.
The money is still in the account,
Oh, okay. Okay.
has not been spent yet.
Okay. Okay, so I have a couple of questions. And like I said, I'm going to be fielding questions for you from the chat. When so Brooke, I'm going to read what Brooke said, okay?
Okay.
Brooke said I offered you a whole case of formula, and then somebody else said that you said that it was flavored. You didn't like the flavor, but people are wondering why the flavor when it was going in a feeding tube you don't taste it.
I have the only reason why I said vanilla was simply because that is what my doctor prescribed. I have no idea about the flavored and unflavored. I strictly stated to everyone what my doctor prescribed. It, I'm on a new type of formula right now and it is flavored. Do I know why? No, I do not.
Okay, I mean that's your truth. Okay, so oh, I gotta get my okay. Now, when this was all going down, and people were asking you for proof, which would have ended this all immediately, why did you not feel compelled to give it?
Because I and my husband felt like it was the internet's not business. I felt like it had gone too far. I felt like that my personal medical things had gone too far and I didn't need to show it.
Okay, but but when you're asking people for donations and it's because of the issues that you have, and now nobody has said that you aren't sick. Okay, nobody, not that I've spoke to, nobody has said that. The people that I have spoke to, um, in fact, everybody seems to be under the consensus that they know you have cancer, but that you played it up, and that you were not about to experience, your last Christmas or whatever, but that you were making it a little bit more than it was, and just when people started calling you out on it and demanding, I don't know if they demanded or whatever with the PayPal, then you decided that it was time that it was nobody's business anymore, even
I
though you know the whole reason they gave you donations was because of your illness. See what I'm saying?
I was wrong by not I was wrong by not showing the information in the beginning. I was wrong
Hmm.
for that and I'm sorry. But I also felt like my medical information did not need to be on the internet for the world to see. If um I guess I could have done things differently. There's not a guess. I know I could have done things differently. I was attacked on someone else's stream. It put me on guard and I did things
Hold
that
on
I
one second.
shouldn't have done.
Hold on one second. Why are you guys telling Rebecca not to be here? Rebecca can be here if she behaves herself. And Punky, I have seen her medical records. I mean, her literal, like, the name and everything, and the hospital and everything. So I mean, she does have cancer. It just wasn't as bad as she told people. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I actually need to correct you. It is bad. Someone else on someone else's stream made out during this fundraiser to be worse than what I ever claimed it was, but it is as bad as I've always said it is.
Okay. Um, is there? All right. Okay. So, guys, like I said, you guys have the right to believe what you want to believe. You have the right to not believe her. You have the choice to believe her. So, okay, little B, I'm sorry I didn't see it. Can somebody ask it again? Let me go up. I'm sorry. Goodness gracious. Yeah, they said that you said that there was nothing else that they could do for you. And Kelly, she's at the end of stage 2 and going into stage 3 in some areas. Uh, and I,
And my type of cancer does not have a stage anything other than 3, as far as my knowledge. I could be wrong on that statement, but as far as I know, 3 is it. And once they do what they do, there isn't anything else they can do.
right. Um, okay, what was little B's question? Hold on. Why? All right, guys. I'm going to ask these questions to you. Now, remember, I told you I was going to ask you questions from the chat. So just answer them in the calmest, most truest way you can, okay?
Okay.
Why did your father not believe you had cancer?
Why did my father?
That's what's being asked.
Oh, because my biological father is an asshole and he doesn't believe nothing any one of his children say.
And when it was like around Christmas when money was raised for you to have food, because I mean, obviously you showed you didn't have any food. And you got, what is it, around maybe possibly $2,500 in donations. And but yet you still wanted money for food, and then subsequently said that you were abandoned by someone that said they were going to help you, even though you had that other money.
Okay, I need to clarify that. Two other people offered additional, and as soon as I received this money, I immediately messaged them both, told them that I had received money, did not need their money. One
Hmm.
person said, one person said, "Do you still need this money?" And I said, "Well, yes, I still need food in my house because I'm buying formula with it." And they said, "Well, then keep it." The other person said they still wanted to help me as well. I then was waiting on that person to come and pick me up to take me to the store. There was a miscommunication, and we have since spoken about it. She had assumed that when I was expecting her to come pick me up, that I was expecting her to give me that money. When I
Hmm.
spoken with her already personally, and it was a miscommunication, I did not want her money. I was just using her ride.
Okay. Now, Little B has a question. Now, first, let me address the last part of Little B's question. The last part of Little B's question is, have I seen the biopsy results to determine if it's benign or malignant? No. At the bottom of the screenshot, it says surgeon notes, and I asked her for that, and I didn't get it. So Little B says soft tissue sarcoma develops in connective tissue. Has there been a biopsy?
There has been biopsies, and I did not give you the surgeon notes because I do not have them. They were given to my attorney.
No, the surgeon notes are at the bottom of that screen. You said right below where everything says what you have. It says surgical notes. Click here, and then it would have showed you all of the surgical notes.
Oh no, it's blank actually.
Okay.
I can click it and do another screenshot if you would like because it's
It's
empty.
okay. Maggie May says in the fundraising fraud, it stated that false medical records were submitted. I have only seen uh, two PayPal. Was it PayPal? Yeah, two PayPal things saying that the money was hers. I have not seen the rest of any complaints that were sent in. I've only seen the two that she was, you know, what do you call it? That she was able to keep the money. Diane says that you said you had three different kinds of cancers in three different places all over your body.
I have
Was that
three locations, not three
three?
different kinds.
And do you know what locations they're in?
My throat, my neck, I should say, my back, and my stomach.
Okay. IBF, do you remember that? So IBF says supposedly it was stomach cancer and in your liver.
I don't ever remember saying liver, and if I did, I apologize. They were doing a biopsy of my liver because there was a spot there, but it did not come out being anything important.
Okay, Paige, I understand that the surgeon's notes will not be blank. I am a medical student. However, I can only go by what she says because I am not going to go against HIPAA and ask for her login because that's not something she should ever give away. I don't care what she's done. But like I said, the only thing I can do is say, okay, that's what she said. I mean, like I said, I'm not here to believe or disbelieve. I'm here to let you guys believe or disbelieve. Lisa says, I don't know how to say your last name, Lisa. I'm sorry. You did say liver, and you said in your pelvic area you had cancer. Um, why would that make sense to give you a ride to the store? Okay, Felsi. Um, uh, let's see. Would you be okay with Felsi coming up here because she can explain her side better?
I would prefer it not be just you and me.
You prefer it to be me and you, or just
I would
okay?
prefer it to just be you and me.
All right. Well, Felsi says, why would that make sense to give you a ride to the store? I live like 2 hours away. Uh, do you want to address that?
I she offered. She was actually going to meet me in Raleigh and give me a gift basket, or a gift bag where she had bought some things, and she couldn't make it to the Raleigh visit due to some unforeseen issues. And then she was going to meet me at home and take me to the store. I do think I may have those messages. I'm not sure.
Okay. Um, excuse me.
I
But
wasn't bringing things since she wanted to bring up her name.
no, I understand that. But then she also said that you accused her of abandoning you. Yeah, that's it. Sorry.
I did at the time accuse her of abandoning me. Yes, I did, because she had told me she was going to come pick me up at the store to take me to the store. I didn't get a phone call. I didn't get a text message. I didn't get a screw you. I didn't get an anything. So I did accuse her of abandoning me. And when I recently, within the past, I would say month, have spoken to her verbally, I thought we'd cleared this up and agreed there was a miscommunication in the situation.
Okay. Um, that will
And
be something that,
can I address the pelvic cancer thingy? I
of
did
course.
say that I had pelvic. I did say that I had cancer there. That's why I had a hysterectomy, but that was well over 15, 18 years ago.
Okay.
That has nothing to do with the current situation.
Okay. Um, Alrighty, let me see. Let me go. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to go through the chat and get all of your questions and look at my own questions. Okay, Maggie May says this was in Cumberland County, North Carolina, for another fun. Okay, uh, were you charged or not charged, but was there another fundraising scam or charge with real estate fraud and auto loan fraud?
Absolutely not. The person that the other stream found was not me. The age did not match me. The middle name did not match me. I have never been arrested. I do not have a criminal record of any kind, and I've never been found for any reason done of anything illegal.
So, Dee, I'm going to ask you this question, and you just need to just tone it back a little bit because if you're telling the truth, there's no reason to get upset. You're here to tell your truth, not to be angry. Okay.
Okay.
Um, and if you're, do you believe that if Elsie was up here, she would attack you or she would speak to you?
Probably
Because
a time.
I don't think so. Because Felsie's a really good person, and I've spoken with her, and I've heard her even listen. Her kid broke her crystal, and she didn't even yell at her kid. Um, and she was mad. But I mean, if I were you, denying her coming up here kind of makes it like you're afraid of what she's going to say.
Okay, then let her come up.
All right, give me 1 second, okay? Felsie, I'm going to give you a link. We're going to keep it calm though. Thank you, Dee. Give me 1 moment, Felsie, okay?
Okay.
1 second. God, if my MDs were, I mean, my DMs were fucking organized, it would be a miracle. All right, I sent it, Felsie. She's coming, Shell. Felsie will behave herself. She's a very nice person. Now, and you need to keep that same mindset with Felsie, okay? Because Felsie feels like she's been wronged as well, so she has a right to come and I wouldn't let somebody up there I thought was going to be mean to you, okay?
Okay.
I don't know if she got it yet. Yeah, not all cancer requires a port for chemo. Chemo can be done intravenously. It can be done through an IV. It can be done through medication. Um, and it doesn't always have to be through a port that like But B, you like having your port because you used to have to get stuck, right? Okay. I don't know if Elsie got it or not, but we'll see. So if you guys have questions, you can ask them in the chat. Ooh. Sorry, I got some good news from my friend. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Shell said that you said you had a port in your arm.
I never said I had a port. I do not have a port. I do not have a port.
Okay, just to clarify, she didn't choose me. Someone else suggested me, and I approached her and asked her if she wanted to do it. I mean, she said she was on a chemo pill, but Lisa's husband, a pharmacist, confirmed that the chemo medication was only available by intravenous. I have looked up the pill that they have her on. I have not seen it in her hand, but I looked up the pill that they have her on, and it is for various types of cancer. Yeah. Okay. Felsie, did you get the link? Did someone tell Felsie that she has the link? They said that on the night that you were on the porch, you held up your arms and pointed to spots, saying that's where they were, near your armpits.
Right. I had a port. I do not. Had is the key word. I do not have a port now. I did
Okay, but
not.
do you see do you see where this is confusing? Because you just said you never said you had one. You see where this is kind of confusing?
No, I'm saying I had a port, but I did not have a port at the time of any of this conversation. I did not have a port at the time of any of this at all. I had a port.
Hold on one second. Hold on. That's Felsie. Hold on. You can't get on. Why? You got to unblock Felsie so she can get on. D.
I don't. What do you mean unblock Chelsea? Huh?
Wait. Okay. I don't know how do you. I don't know how to unblock. Okay. Hold on. Huh? What? Yeah, hold on. All right. Felsie's going on speaker. Behave yourself, Felsie. Okay.
First of all, let's go back. She said I bought her a basket or some shit. Know what it was? I bought two Parson Run sweatshirts, and I was giving her one of them because back then we were supporters of Trisha. And I was not supposed to bring it to Raleigh. I was supposed to bring it with me when I came to buy her clothes to. What the deal was, she said she needed food because she had visitors coming. Did you have me on speaker? I'm not just talking to women, right?
No, you're on speaker. Can you guys hear her? They can't hear you.
I want to explain what the deal was.
Okay.
When they can hear me, let me know.
Okay.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you. Can you guys hear her? It's hard to understand because you're kind of muffled. You're even muffled kind of to me too.
Oh, crap.
Okay, some people say they can hear you fine, so go ahead.
Okay. What the deal was I was supposed to come to her house. She made a comment saying she had visitors coming to her house for Christmas, but she didn't think she would be able to have enough food. I said to her, this was before any fundraisers happened. I said to her, look, my husband gets a $400 or $500 bonus every year at Christmas time. How about when the money comes on his card, I will come to your house and use his debit card and buy you $100 worth of groceries. So I wasn't giving her money or a card. I was coming to take her to the store to buy the food. Why the fuck would I meet her at Raleigh to give her a basket? I was coming to buy her food. Why would I come to meet her halfway to bring her a sweatshirt? Anyway, what happened was the money came in on the 19th of the day he got his bonus. The next day was when I was supposed to go out there. That day, my husband's employee, he's a foreman, he has to be on the job at all times. One of his employees cut the tip of his finger off. I took a picture, sent pictures to a couple of people, and said, look, inside of the radiation department, I don't get a signal. Can somebody, I was smoking a cigarette, and I could not reach Dee. So I sent a couple of messages to other people that I thought would read their messages. I'm not going to say who, but we all know her. And I said, could you please let Dee know of this situation? I cannot come today. I'll be there tomorrow. Well, that night was the night that she busted open her cabinets and was running through her house, screaming because somebody had accused her of lying about something, which I had no idea what happened. I wasn't there. I was at the hospital. I ended up calling her while this was happening. And I said, what's going on, Dee? And she was like, you abandoned me. You didn't show up today. And I said, well, look, I'm going to send you a picture of this dude's finger cut off, laying on the job site. I've been at the hospital all day. And anyway, we talked that out. He said he had to go to Trisha's because Trisha was calling her and saying she wanted to do a fundraiser for her. He went over to Trisha's channel. They did a fundraiser for her there. And then the porch called her because somebody wanted to donate $1,000. She went over there. Basically, she got up like 2,000, somewhere in that ballpark. And I had said, damn, well, now she's got way more money than I do. I mean, shit, it's a bonus, and I have 8 kids. She's banking $2,000. There would be no need for me to go give her $100 when I could use the money for Christmas or my family didn't. The only reason why I offered the money was because she was in a hardship. Not because she's going to spend that shit on formula instead of food. What? Anyway, so she showed us a receipt and said she spent the money on formula. Showed us a paid receipt as if she already bought the formula. Now tonight, what we're hearing is the money is still in PayPal. Did she get a refund from the formula company? Anyway, how it all came out, what happened with Dee, and she had made us from the very beginning, from when we were on Trisha's channel. She started off in that chat room telling us she was dying of cancer. This would probably be her last Christmas with us.
Okay, and I say that all the time.
Everybody was heartbroken.
Wait, you say that all the time?
I say.
Hold on, Felsie. Hold on. You say that all the time. Now,
no, wait. Let me rephrase that. I treat every holiday and every season as it might be my last.
No. Wait. Now, listen. Now, you said you wanted to come on here and clear your name. This is the only reason I did this.
You're
now,
right.
Wait. Please let me explain. I've already caught.
Yeah, I have text messages showing what she's correct.
Okay, but wait, I have a point. Earlier, I asked you about the port. You said, no, I have never had a port, never said I had a port. Those were your words. I have a very good memory. I
You're
have
right.
a very good memory. And
Yeah.
then, and then when they said, but you were pointing to them on STS, and you said, oh, but I did have a port, but I didn't say I had one right then. Now, see, that is shady as hell.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Said it wrong. I had
You
a
know what?
port.
We're done. Everybody, I'm sorry, but I
I'm
told you
not
not to
lying.
lie to me, so we're
I'm
done.
not. I'm
You
not.
are shady
My
as
daughter
hell.
right here. I'm not lying.
You're
I
what
had a
sitting
port.
right there?
Yeah, she's right here. She's right next
I
to me.
don't need to
She can
talk to your
verify.
daughter. I wanted to talk
She
to
can
you.
verify
I
that
wanted to
I'm
give you
telling
no.
you the truth.
Stop.
I had
Stop.
a port
Stop.
many
Woman.
years ago.
Woman. Stop. Now I gave you this platform. You will not talk over me.
I
Now
apologize.
I'm done. I told you not to lie to me, and I'm done. No, I'm done. Goodbye.
Goodbye. No, I didn't lie. I didn't lie.
You're done. Felsie, come inside. Felsie. Click the link and come in. She's out. Come on. Come on, panel. All right. Bye. You guys, listen, I did not know it was going to go like that. I'm so sorry. I only did this because I was not involved and I wanted to be somebody that could be like neutral. So I told her when I called her that she couldn't lie. And that is one lie that has been coursing through my mind right now, was that she did lie. She said one thing and then she turned around not 15 seconds later and said something else. I'm so sorry, guys. I wasn't trying to get involved. She just asked me to do this. I asked my questions. I looked up shit, and as I promised, if she lied, she was gone, and now she's gone. I don't know. She wanted to do it. I'm sorry, Uber. Actually, okay, I'm not gonna. I'm sorry that she brought it all up again. Yes, I did, Babodi. I swear I did. I just wanted you all to have some questions answered. That's it. That's it. It wasn't. It was for you guys to have questions answered. She came back. This was brought to me, and she came back, and you're right, Elf. You're right. Oh man, I'm so upset. This is horrible. I'm sorry. I do feel bad. Okay. I'll give you a link, Uber. Felsie, come on. She's gone. You can come in. What? She's gone. You can come in. That's okay. I feel like such an idiot.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, sweetie pie. Don't. No. First of all, you're fine. Hang on. Let me get this shut off here. Okay. Listen, honey. This is nothing. Just chalk it up for experience. Think about that. Okay? I know you were trying to do a good thing. But remember, this was handled 5 months ago. She was proven to be a liar. Don't get yourself upset over this.
Again, I rearranged my whole school schedule to help her.
I know. Why didn't you talk to somebody
I
about
did.
this?
They all wanted answers. They weren't mean about it. They didn't force me to do it, but I thought I could get answers from people, and I was stupid.
Right. Well, you're not stupid. Not by any means. My gosh, girl, look at what you're doing and accomplishing. My problem is with this is that you don't cry. Don't beat yourself up over this. You thought you were doing a good thing, and you tried. You were smart enough to catch on. Be happy that you did that, because she is very much a manipulator, honey. So just be thankful that you caught on. Now dry your tears. Dry your tears.
Ooh,
Man.
I rushed home after a 250 question fucking medical final.
Manny.
They're fucking taking advantage of me.
Manny,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
I can't.
Breathe.
Oh.
Breathe. You were trying to do a good thing.
I'm sorry, guys.
You were trying to
No.
do a good thing. I told you it was very nice of you to try to help. But I told you this community was enraged by the way she lied to them. There was no way for her to come back into this community. It was already proven that she lied. But she kept trying to weasel her way back in, person by person. Uber, she was calling Diane. I'm not going to put names. She was calling, trying to get back into people who had platforms to give her interviews.
Right.
Now, when I heard Minnie was going to give her the interview, I said, Minnie, be careful. Didn't I tell you that? I told you, Minnie. I told you, be careful. She was a liar. Already been proven. But I know your kindness. You wanted to do the interview because people had questions. But I told you she was going to lie her way through it. I told you.
Here's where I'm upset about this. Minnie is new to the community.
Exactly. Why would she
had
do that?
No idea what was going on.
She did that because Minnie was new.
Exactly. Dee Crenshaw, you are one hell of a bitch. Shame on you.
And look, let me tell you what, Minnie, she blocked me right before now because just 2 weekends ago, she was in my panel, in my live stream, trying to come in. So she just blocked me so that I couldn't come into that interview. She did that shit on purpose, baby girl.
She must have blocked you today as soon as I started because she knew exactly who I was talking about. I mean, she must have blocked you while we were on the chat.
The only reason why she even said yes was because you told her I didn't even get upset with my kids. I get upset with my kids because I don't get upset with my kids because they are kids, Minnie. She is a damn adult. Knows better.
But I was just trying to get you on there.
I know.
Because I had already caught her in that lie.
Nobody's angry with you. Nobody is angry with you.
What's her username now?
I don't know.
Jumping Dean it was. Okay. I'm sure it'll be something else while she lurks because she admitted to me that she had been watching this whole time. She was trying to find a link in the chain where she could jump back in. And the problem is, once you lie that badly, it's over.
What did you say her name was now? Maggie was asking again.
Jumping Bean Jean.
Oh, Iridium got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for not judging me. I mean, it's hard not to feel like I did something wrong.
Manny, you are a sweetie pie. Good grief. I told you yesterday, I don't, just the first time I even spoke with you, you are just so easy to get along with. And that's probably why she targeted you, because you're so sweet.
Well, and she's new to the community. So she had no idea what came down. And that time during Christmas time,
it was ugly. It was ugly.
It was bad, Minnie.
Right.
It was bad.
Oh, I wish I could have got answers for you guys, though, for real. Like some definite answers.
No, she's not going to give the truth. She won't give the truth. She will not. I don't think she knows the truth. Some people lie so much they don't know the truth.
But who in the hell wants answers? Who in the hell is wanting answers?
No. She wanted back in this community. She had been texting somebody
that knows her for a long time saying, please, please try to find somebody to get me back in. I want to tell my side of the story. And people are still pissed because what she did, not only did she take people's money under false pretenses, she'd actually fought PayPal and kept people who tried to reverse the PayPal. She fought it and got to keep it because she could prove she had cancer. The problem was she proved she had cancer, but yes, that's not why people donated. They donated because they thought she was dying and very ill.
Right.
Which she might be very ill, but she's not very ill from the sarcoma. That's not why she's very ill.
No, she is ill because of a botched surgery.
Exactly, which we have proof of because she told one of her best friends, which was also talking to me on the side. She's the one who told me she wanted to get a gastric bypass surgery. And when she asked Dee about the surgery, Dee confided in her and said, don't do it. That's why I have this feeding tube.
And she let everybody believe that that was the only way she had nourishment.
Right.
Through her feeding tube. And she had pictures of her eating doggone shrimp.
Right. And she said she likes to put it in her mouth and spit it out. Bullshit.
Wendy, I sent you a link.
The night that she opened her refrigerator, she had a little food in it, and then 2 days later she showed it again, and it was completely empty.
Full.
Somebody's eating that fucking food. Just you and your husband live there.
That's horrible. I hate
Jesus was idiots. You don't need to take this as something you did bad. Nobody is mad at you. Mm-hmm. Yes, she did. She kept everybody's money except three people. Three people's banks overturned. And this is her telling me. She told me the other day. She called me 2 weeks ago asking me to do the same thing. And I just was like, no, I'm not doing this. And I told her my side, and that's the day she lied. And I said, why would you ask me to give you $100 of grocery money if you made $2,000 in a live stream? And she was like, I just wanted the ride. You want me to drive all the way to your house, 2 hours, to give you a ride to a grocery store around your corner? That's bullshit. It was a lie. Another lie. She never told me she didn't want that money. When I asked her, did she still want me to come buy her groceries the night before? She said, yes, if you don't mind, because I have to use that money for formula, not food, so I still don't have no food. So she's a liar.
That was on a live stream. She said that.
It was a live stream where she said it. Everybody heard her say, I have to buy formula, not food. I still need food for Christmas. I have people coming over. Well, maybe you should buy a couple of less bottles of formula because I offered the money because nobody yet had given her anything. And I was taking a bonus that I have 8 kids to buy Christmas for and their food. I did it because she was struggling. After she made $2,000, I expected her to say, keep your money, honey. You only get $500. I just banked $2,000. You keep your $500. It was crazy. Crazy. She's full of lies. Anyway, she told me 2 weeks ago when I asked her, I said, well, did you give the money back? She said, no, I sure didn't. PayPal didn't overturn not one of those PayPals. People who fought it, they lost because I could prove I had cancer. She said the only people who got their money back was 3 people, and it's because their banks took it from me.
Well, she only had the proof of 2.
She was proud that she kept everybody's money.
And I know the surgical notes are there. I know they're there. I should have stopped this when I heard her say the surgical notes weren't there. I should have fucking walked away. And now I'm all emotional because I'm tired.
Stop beating yourself up, Minnie. Stop beating yourself up.
I'm angry. I'm not sad now. I'm angry.
Well,
everybody think about this, Minnie. You're in the medical field.
Yeah.
Who doesn't have your doctor's results? If you
they're on the EMR. It's on every EMR.
Yes, ma'am.
Remember telling you last night, Minnie, the medication list that she showed? Read Melissa's. Remember me telling you one of those damn medications she read was a dog med? Read Melissa's. Melissa Wandering Goat, read it. The medicine she showed was dog flea medication.
Right.
She was just It was crazy. You did Taylor good. I'm glad you got your money back, but she was awful proud that she didn't have to give back the other whatever,
And
whoever else.
right before she told me what her meds were, right before we went live, she sent me a fucking picture of her pharmacy tech certification, and that is when she was like, okay, well, here's my pharmacy tech certification. Oh, and let me tell you what medications I'm on. Like, she was trying to tell me I know what I'm talking about because I'm a tech.
Yeah,
Well,
she would
fuck you,
never
because
show
I'm
it.
in medical
She was
school.
on a live
Well, not
stream
medical
with her
school,
whole
but
box of meds, Minnie. If she, the only thing Pam kept asking her is, show me your cancer medication. If you are dying of cancer, the way you have told the people of this community, you must be on some type of medication for your cancer. Show it to me. She would not. She
Nope.
showed every fucking thing else she had, including her dog's meds, but she just would not show a cancer med. And it's because I don't know why. Maybe, I know she probably has cancer because you told me last night on her medical records, it does say the sarcoma. Cool, but
right.
that's not why she was dying. That's not why people donated under the pretense that she was dying. She laid in her bed with that hat on, acting frail and tired. And this was her last Christmas with us. Wanted a PlayStation.
What was the date of those cancer results?
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. The only date that is on there, okay? The only actual date that is on there is when Medicaid did their audit, which was February. Hold on, let me look at it. Give me 1 second, okay?
Yeah.
1 second. I got it right here. Okay. Medicaid looked at her records on February 6th or 26th. It's kind of blurred. Of 2017.
No, I'm on the phone, bud.
Okay. And you know that sarcoma is not a cancerous, not automatically considered cancerous, correct?
Well, no, I mean, but oma is a tumor. It's a tumor. It can be benign or malignant, but no, they didn't. She wouldn't show me the results.
There
I know
you
she
go.
has them.
Bingo.
I know she has them because at the bottom of the page it says surgical notes.
There has to be biopsy results. There has to be results of a biopsy. She has sarcoma. And it's either going to tell you malignant or benign.
Maggie says she has been proven in Cumberland County, North Carolina court to falsify medical records for cancer.
Yes.
Wow.
Too.
Christina said, no, she said, I have terminal fleas and an ear infection. Give me You guys, thank you for not judging me for doing that. I know you wouldn't, but as soon as I got
That's right, Phil.
Well, I got to admit, I was confused, and I was saying to myself, what the fuck is this girl doing? She has no idea what she's doing. And then when I started hearing what she was up to, I'm thinking, she fucking conned her into doing this shit.
But I talked to her last night, and I told her, Minnie, you have got to understand, you need to read her paperwork good because she is good at lying. I did not warn Minnie. Minnie was very smart. When I was talking to her yesterday, she was telling me, I've read her medical records. She knew that some of the things that she was already saying didn't match. And that's why she wanted to ask questions about it. And so, she's smart. She's in college, getting a medical degree. So, I thought it was, very, very nice of her to try to be kind. But I knew it was going to go wrong, didn't I? I told you, people here were really angry with her.
Right.
Not you. Don't beat yourself up. Her attorney needs her biopsy result. Why would her attorney need her biopsy results?
They don't.
No.
They don't.
She wraps her hair to keep the fleas from jumping off.
And you know what? Just because if the attorney did for some reason need her medical notes, that doesn't mean that they fucking disappear from her medical records.
Right. We were reading her medical records yesterday, Minnie, and most of them are unspecified, which means they're only things that she has told her doctor, not things that they have found themselves. That's stuff that they have not tested for. I could walk into an office today and say to my family doctor, oh, well, when I lived in Mississippi for 5 years, they told me I have fibromyalgia, a herniated disc, sarcoma, and they're going to put it in my records, Minnie. They're going to put it in my file. That doesn't mean I have it.
Right.
But doctors go by what your word is, and they'll put unspecified, like you said, when it's not been proven.
Yeah,
and most of her records
record is
state
unspecified.
See, what did you just say, Minnie?
Almost every single thing on her record says almost every single big major thing on her record says unspecified.
Exactly. Which means it has not been tested by the doctor who wrote it in her records.
And the only gastro problem that's on there is GERD, and my mother has that. And
people live with GERD daily, honey.
Get some Zantac. I'm just saying.
Amber Kay said, "Clock at the house." Right.
Oh.
Well, I think that because she had been poking around, I'm glad you did this, because she was going to keep poking until somebody did it.
Yeah, she was.
That's just, and that was proved to me by somebody who she speaks to, said she is going to keep asking and asking. And I was glad that it was you, because you read her medical records and you're in medical school. I knew you would look it up. So, good girl.
Somebody needs to warn that other one that she is hanging with that that she needs to get away. Because every conversation with her is like, well,
she's just too nice to tell her to F off, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, my mom lives with GERD. Until it was diagnosed, she thought she was having a heart attack, but once it was diagnosed,
no,
they put her on.
She's not getting money from her, but she does try to still weasel her way in there, and she is just too nice to say F off. I mean, look what she dealt with for 4 months.
Right.
She had a botched bypass surgery. Yep, she did, Amber Kay. That was what she told a friend of. We had a mutual friend named Bun Bun who set up her YouTube account for her. And Bun Bun said that one night they were talking about her going to have gastric bypass surgery, and that's the night that Dee confided in her that the reason why she had the tube was not because of cancer, but because of the botched bypass surgery. And she had anorexia and got some kind of infection. She had an eating disorder. Might still have it. I'm not sure. Oh, one other thing I wanted to say about the food. She said nobody offered to pay for her food. I beg to differ, Minnie. That is very clear in my mind. Angelo looked it up. He had cases of formula pulled up on his screen. He had the screenshot of it, of cases of formula and the different costs. And he said the cheapest formula, that is the brand she asked for, and he put it on the screen and someone was offering to pay for it. She said, well, no, I don't want that kind. It was the same brand, but she said, I don't want that kind because it's not the flavor I like. And then someone said in the chat, well, how the hell do you taste it if you put it in a feeding tube? Never answered it. And she said, well, I tasted
that today too, didn't I? And she didn't answer it.
No, she won't answer it. She won't. What do you mean vanilla and strawberry is the difference of why you can't get that paid for by you?
She did, Kim, but as soon as she lied to me, I kicked her.
Maggie said she knows the surgeon who did her gastric bypass. Wow, Maggie. And Maggie was the one who had the info earlier about the other stuff. Her police report. Wow. So Maggie knows her.
And she's still trying to get at me right now.
She will, and she'll continue to try to call you and tell you it was all a lie. We manipulated it. It's not the truth. The problem is she did this shit on live streams, and people have very good memories. Not because you have a short memory doesn't mean everybody else does. There are a few people who can bankroll, live streams from a year ago. Please, think that she's going to get away with lying here.
And I do not delete my streams. Sorry.
Well. And somebody else will go through and pick up stuff that she lied about this time because that's just,
Yeah, Iridium, she is. She's texting me, I didn't lie. I have the text. Do you want to see him? I didn't answer her.
She did that to me for about a week after they called her out, wanting to know if I was still coming to pick her up to buy her groceries. Isn't that funny? And then tonight she said she only asked me for a ride. What? Did you think I'm going to drive 2 hours to drive you around the block to get your food? What? Like that, even logically, that makes no sense.
No, Vintage.
You have a husband who drives. Donna lives 15 minutes from you. Why would I drive 2.5 hours to give you a ride to Food Line? You wanted me to come there because you still wanted my money, which is, admit that shit. Get it off the table.
Yeah,
don't lie.
Punky, that's right. Her own father didn't believe her. And when I asked her, it took her a long time, a long pause to come up with an answer. And I want to say something to her because I know that she's listening. How fucking dare you?
Yep. Shell said you actually did a great job having her on. Great to reaffirm that she's full of it.
It's like repeat of CSI.
Don't let her make you feel bad. Block and keep it moving, Minnie.
Well, before I block her, I do want to tell her, you know what? You have a lot of fucking nerve. You have 0 fucking feeding tubes and a lot of fucking nerve.
Well, I know she had a feeding tube because we saw it. It was like
port. I meant port. Sorry.
All right. Well, she did say port when she first started making videos. She said she had a port, and then it changed to feeding tube after people started questioning.
You're right, Stellar, and she repeated the question. I should have seen it. That was a definite sign that she repeated the question when I asked her. Thank you guys so much. I mean, honestly, thank you. I mean, it's a learning process. I will definitely vet people better now.
Well,
but the one thing I can say is she didn't get any money out of me, and I didn't offer her a damn thing but a platform. That was it.
Well, I think this also shows the community we need to be careful of newer names that you see pop up too. That just shows you she's been lurking this whole time making different names. Be careful who you befriend. Careful of what they ask of you. Be friendly, but don't be too friendly. Don't share info you don't need to be sharing.
Right. Minty, I do not delete my streams. That is something I'm very, very against. So no, my stream will stay up. Every one of my streams, no matter how embarrassing they are to me, will stay up.
Oh, you shouldn't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed, girl.
Well, I am. And the thing is I usually think that I'm if somebody wants to apologize, which was what she said to me. She wanted to apologize. And even before, I had her in Hangouts in like the waiting room, and I was telling her, listen, these questions are going to be hard, but you just need to answer them. You need to answer them, right? And okay, I'm not. You can't get mad. People have a right to be pissed off, and they have a right not to ever care about you. And okay. But no,
yes,
you lied to me
Amber,
once,
she wanted money from the very start. She started by asking for items. She wasn't even in Trisha's chat 2 weeks, Minnie. It wasn't even 2 weeks that she was in there. She asked for a PlayStation. And when other people tried to give her other machines, other people were saying, I have a Nintendo 64. I have a PlayStation 3. She said, well, my son gave me the PS4, so it would do no use for me to have a PlayStation 3 if I can't play them on the PS4. Yes, but the whole point you said your son gave you the games was to have something to do while you lie in bed, sickly old woman. So why wouldn't you buy a used game or two to go with a whole system that somebody's offering you for free instead of waiting for somebody to buy you a PS4?
Right.
It's bullcrap.
Dude. Yeah. I just don't get it. And Dee, if you're listening, because I haven't blocked you yet, because I want to make sure you hear every fucking thing everybody has to say. Go to hell. That's all I have. Yeah. Go to hell. Go to hell with the other one I made a video about, because
I think you need to be ghosting in other communities, because this one, you can't shit on people's doorsteps and expect them to open it to you, kindly the next time.
Yeah.
You just can't.
And unlike you, I don't go around saying I can show receipts, I can do this, I can do that, because I'm a grown-ass woman and I don't need to tattletale. But I will tell you one thing. You are not allowed and not welcome anywhere in my vicinity ever again. Ever.
Kudos. Woo!
And stay away from everybody else.
Yeah, stay away from the community, period. Nobody wants you here.
Nobody wants you
Nobody wants a
here.
liar and a thief.
No, nobody
Yes,
wants to
she
hear
did,
your shit.
Nancy. She did. She played the sick old woman sitting in her bed. Every live stream was from her bed with her cap on, so weak. She would say, "I took too much medication." She called Donna one time and said, "I think I took too much of my medication." Made her drive there drive there to her house and sit there for a couple of hours because she overtook her medication.
Mm-hmm.
What? You have a husband, you have family. Why, and she didn't even know Donna at that time. It was all a game. It was all a game to get and into the community.
Did you? And I will be donating tomorrow, Shell. I will be donating more art. Not that it's worth anything, but I will try to get some art
Oh,
out
I
there. But
love art, man.
it. Oh no. See, I look at my art long enough to hate it, so it's okay. I'm used to it. What did you say about someone saw her with a full head of like pretty hair?
Yeah, Bun Bun said she had seen her with a head full of hair. Oh, and then I saw the video. She had made the comment during one live stream that she had married. She had gotten married like a couple of years ago or something, and come to find out, it was just like 6 months before we saw her in her first live stream. It was a fairly recent marriage to her husband, and in that wedding, honey, she said she had a small wedding. That was a big ass church, big ass white dress, big long veil, and a big head of curly brown hair.
Huh.
So I didn't see it thinning, and it was just 6 months before that happened in December. I mean, it was just like 2017 she got married.
Amber K says there's a photo from January 2018, and she has a full head of hair.
Yeah, she sure does. She sure
Minty Migo
does.
says I have a video.
Told me she saw her hair. Yeah, there's a video of her getting married last year and full head of hair. Bun Bun said she saw her hair back in December, and she's the one who said, "I don't think she's wearing the cap because of cancer." Like, it was all in the way she presented herself. Had she been honest and said, I don't have the, it was just the way she presented herself.
Well, you guys, I have to say that I love and appreciate each and every one of you, and I hate being lied to. I fucking hate it. So I've learned my lesson. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Lindsay, yes, she did a stream and took off her cap. She did, and she said it was thinning. She had it pulled down. She didn't like fluff her hair out. What she did was take it off and had it laying flat on her head. She had been wearing her cap all day, so it did look linky and stringy. It did not look full and vivacious the way it did when Bun Bun saw it.
Vivacious.
Her wedding was paid for by donations. No, I did not know that, Maggie. Wow.
Did she really use the donations for her wedding?
No. She's saying her wedding was paid for by donations, not our donations, but someone else donated for her wedding. That doesn't surprise me because I remember the live stream where it was after she had got called out on the porch. Pam and Rick had done another live stream. We were headed to Georgia to pick up the kids. And I remember Pam saying that they had looked up her record, or someone had sent her records, and she had around Christmas time a lot of reports that it happened around Christmas time that she would get into trouble, and that she had a lengthy record of like lying,
Right.
So
Wendy, hold on. I'm gonna try to remove you as moderator and then give it back to you. So hold on one second.
I gotta hop off here, Minnie. I've got to cook dinner. But thank you for letting me come on. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having my back.
Yeah, absolutely. Love you, girl. Bye, guys in the chat. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 3:00. We're gonna have a nice. I thought that was a middle finger. One cent. I'm like, wait a minute. Who's she fingering?
No, I gave her a wrench and
it's a thumbs up.
That's funny.
All right, guys. Bye, y'all. Bye, Minnie. Thank you for having me on, babe. Call me anytime.
I will.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Uber. Is Uber still here? I guess not. Anyway, guys, I guess I'm gonna go and eat. But like I said, my stuff is gonna stay up. It always stays up, and thank you guys so much for understanding that I wasn't in cahoots with her. So it's okay, Diane. It's okay. Live and you learn, right? I love all of you guys. You guys have been so awesome, an amazing addition to my life. So thank you all for being here, and I am going to end it, and I will see you guys in the fundraising stream. Thank you so much. Annyeong.